I think the number one reason why people don't prioritize their health, their workouts, eating better, um, and prioritize that over a crazy busy day is they don't know their why.
Hey, girlfriends, and welcome to another episode of Tracy Gold Show. And if you want to get fit but don't know where to start, or maybe you've lost your fitness and need to find your way back, or maybe you have a few pounds that you want to shed, this series is going to be for you. In fact, we're doing a 4-part series with Amy Van Loo. She's amazing. She is a fitness instructor for women over 50. So she helps you get fit and healthy so that you can get on with your life and do the things you want to do. And she really makes it simple. So welcome, Amy. It's so great to have you on the show.
Hi, Tracy. How are
Thank
you?
you. I am so happy to have you here, Amy, because I think that, I think especially through, the last few months, we've become really aware how important our health is. And we want to amp up our health and get our bodies back after lockdown.
Yes.
I definitely do. And so, ladies, what we're going to do is Amy is going to do to start off, to kick us off, and we're going straight into action. We're going to do a 5-minute workout. I'm actually going to give her the full screen. She's going to do a 5-minute workout with you. And then we're going to talk about why you want to get fit. Why do you want to be healthy? Because your why is so important when it comes to motivation. Okay, Amy, kick it off.
Okay. We sit way too much. So instead of sitting there, I want you to stand up right now. We're going to do a quick 5-minute warm up. Exercise doesn't have to be complicated. It's all about just getting your body moving. My big statement right now is motion is lotion for your joints. So if you've got achy joints, move them such that they feel good, but not so much that they hurt. All right, now just step side to side. I know you can't see me full screen, but that's okay. Just step side to side, bring your legs out to the side, bring them together, and then back. They say sitting is the new smoking, and I believe it. I have got so many people coming to me after COVID. They didn't change anything, and I think Tracy even mentioned this too. Didn't change anything except that they were stuck in the house. That's my timer down there. I like to talk, so I need a timer. I can't count. Bring your arms back, work those posture muscles. The only thing that changed is people weren't moving. They weren't getting up, getting dressed, getting to the car, walking to work, walking to the grocery store. And just that alone caused people to put on weight. So you have got to get up and make regular movement a key part of your day. Even if you're not doing a full 60-minute workout, moving throughout the day will make a big difference. Add butt kickers. So bring your heel to your butt. You won't be able to kick your butt. Most people can't. Keep those arms going too, stretching out the front of your legs, working the knee joints. Good. Keep going. Not remember, you might not have ever seen me before, but my motto is don't do anything that hurts. Find ways to work around the aches and pains that creep in as we age. Good. All right, now bring the knees up as high as you can get them. Oh, you can see them in this shot. Suck in the belly with each lift. Blow out. Blow out. Good. Keep moving. This will work your nice hips, keeping those flexible. When we sit, this muscle right here, the hip flexor, gets super tight. So you've got to make sure that you move that and stretch that one, because this can throw off your posture a lot. I'll have to do something with that, Tracy, to show people how to make sure they keep those hip flexors good. Now just bring one foot forward, one foot back. Let's reach up and pull down. Just warming up the upper back, bringing it down, stretching out the chest. See, it doesn't have to be really complicated. As if you can hear me, I'm getting a little out of breath just from this movement. This is perfect. I set an alarm on my phone because I will sit on my butt if I'm really concentrating on something. Other foot forward and reach and pull. If I'm concentrating on something, the other day my feet were actually falling asleep. I'm like, what in the world am I doing? That's a key sign that my body is starving for movement. So set an alarm for an hour. This is what I do. Set an alarm for an hour. Sometimes I snooze it, but then try to get up. I know sometimes we're in the groove or sometimes we're in a meeting, we can't. But do your best to get up and get some movement at least every hour, and you will feel the difference, I promise. All right, what are we doing? Alternating knee pull, so up and pull. Now, if this hurts your shoulders, just bring your arms out and pull. Shoulders are one of the touchy spots, especially for over 50. So don't do anything that hurts. Just work around, find another movement that will do. Good, keep going. And over 50, I don't prescribe any high impact because my knees would get a little bit achy. But boy, oh boy, if you want to, you can do some impact. What are we doing? Just reaching overhead. We're almost done. Get a stretch in the side. Yes, all of my workouts are low impact by design for me because my knees can't handle it. But to be honest, you don't need it. If you've got achy joints, you don't need to jump. You can work around that and get that heart rate going. My heart rate's up already. Now, big arm circles, as big as your body will let you do it. Forward, hold that tummy and protect the low back. Good, keep going. We're almost done. Go, now back the other way. Open up, big as your body will let them. Move those shoulder joints. One side may be a little different. I notice this side doesn't go quite back as far and as smoothly as the other one. Good, now open up nice and wide. Open up those chest muscles and then give yourself a great big hug because you got up off your butt and you moved. Open up and give yourself a big hug. Open up and a hug. And that is it, Tracy. 5 minutes. That went fast, right? And my heart rate's up.
That's amazing, Amy. That is such an effective exercise. And you know what? You could do that. You could stand up and do that from your desk, right?
Just march in place and yeah, just think about moving every joint in your body a little bit for 5 minutes and then get back to work. You'll feel so much better.
That is amazing.
Sitting is, what do I call it? Rust for your joints. Sitting and not moving is rust for aging joints. And so it's just like the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz movement. Well, is that oil can that gets them nice and juicy.
Yeah. Amy, I absolutely agree with that because I actually was going to physio. I just came from physio this morning because my neck and my shoulders was a mess from sitting, hunched at my desk for so long. And then my knee was sore. And then she goes, it's all coming from the sitting. It's all coming from your core, and even my posture. I was noticing that my posture was getting worse. I was checking in the mirror yesterday and I was like, whoa, I'm not used to, I don't normally have such bad posture. Like, what's with that? So I'm glad we're going to be doing with posture in this series as well.
I have a quick 5-minute posture reset too, we'll do.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm so excited for that one because I'm definitely going to want that. So Amy, let's talk a little bit about the why we want to get fit. And why we want to be healthy, and sometimes even why we want to lose weight.
Right. And so let's see. And it's dependent. Everybody has their own why. And so you've got to do the work to figure out your why. I want to tell you a story because I have this Be Healthy Enough online membership, and I can go in and see when people have worked out and when they can't. So I checked on a member who actually just lives across the way, who used to come to my group classes, used to be a personal training client, and she paid for my membership. It was during COVID. And I noticed, she had started out really strong and then there was nothing. And I thought, oh no, my first gut reaction is she hurt herself. And so I texted her and I said, are you okay? Are you hurt? No. I said, are you sick? Did you get COVID? No. I said, why aren't you working out? You paid big bucks for this program. And she says, I'm just being lazy. I can't get motivated to exercise. And it's like, yeah, I think the number one reason why people don't prioritize their health, their workouts, eating better, and prioritize that over a crazy busy day is they don't know their why. And their why is why they will get up. Have you ever for me, sometimes a big why, I'm going to keep it simple, is a vacation I've got planned that I'm going to be in a bathing suit, or I'm going to be, needing to wear something, sleeveless. That's a huge why
Mm,
for me. It's superficial why, I know, but those whys get me off my butt. Like, oh gosh, I'm not going to skip that dessert. I'm going to get that arm workout in. I'm going to get that cardio workout in. But it's different for everybody. So I actually have of course I do, a little motivation statement guide where
mm,
you can go through at each step. That I'll talk to them here, but you've got to figure out your goal. What truly is that intrinsic goal for why you want to be healthier? Why do you want to feel better? It can
yeah.
be losing weight. That can be a goal. But I ask you to dig deeper. Why do you want to lose weight? It
Mm,
could be to look better. Okay, so why do you want to look better? My husband will love me more, something like that. So why do you want your husband? So I take you through the steps of digging into the deep why. And it takes maybe 2 or 3 or 4 of why, and you can kind of pick that out. And then my recommendation too is to, what are you willing to change to meet that why? Because we can have our why, but if we're not going to take any action, that's when we fail, because we've got to have action. So what, and I'm 58. We're all over 40, over 50. We know what we need
mm.
to do, don't you think?
I
Don't we?
think we do. I think we do, Amy. And one of the things that I've been realizing, I've been doing quite a lot of deep dive neuroscience kiki research stuff. I love
Mm,
that kind of stuff. But one of the things I'm realizing about the subconscious mind is that our habits are actually formed and our actions happen because of who we believe we are. So it comes from a place of identity. And so if we believe ourselves to be unhealthy and lazy, then we're going to sit on the couch and eat potato chips. But if we believe ourselves to be fit and healthy people, then it's our habits are going to follow suit.
yeah,
The cool thing is that you can change that, but it does take some reworking our mindset. And I think exactly to your point, knowing your why is so important. Like,
yeah,
do you want to be the kind of person who can pick your grandchild up easily, or run after your grandchild and not be completely out of breath, or get up the stairs, or what is it that's important for you? For
yes,
me, it was like when I was unfit, for me, getting fit was I wanted to be able to walk a mountain and enjoy that.
yes,
Before I lived in New York City. And then it became such a habit, became such a great way of being. I mean, now I can get up the subway steps really easily. I can carry shopping bags. I can walk from one end of the city to the other and do it fast and enjoy the process as opposed to being completely exhausted and out of breath. That for
yeah.
me isn't fun. That isn't a fun way of living. So I think the why is really, really important. Amy, what would you say to women who often feel like, because I think we tend to think in extremes. We go from being completely, and I definitely fell into this trap and still do fall into this trap of like being unfit and then going, oh, I'm going to do this thing now. We make the decision and then we go so extreme. And
Right.
often we end up hurting ourselves or we lose steam because it's
Yeah.
just too hard.
Yes. And that's the next step, is like, what are those action plans, and being realistic with those action plans, you know, getting up and moving, 5 minutes more throughout the day. I think you hit on a really good point with regards to the brain. And I'm not trained in psychology, but that would be a deep dive into figuring out your why, and then figuring out what it is you can do to help you meet that goal, to help you meet that why, and without falling back into being on the couch again because you hurt yourself. There, there's going to be some psychology
Yeah.
going on with regards to reeling it back in. And I hadn't thought about that till you said that. And it's like, yeah, some type A personalities, which are a lot out there, go, okay, I want to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to go start running 10 miles tomorrow. Yeah,
Yes.
that that's something you're probably going to learn by your mistakes, because you're going to go do that and it's going to hurt. Then you have to go, okay, I have to be realistic. What can I do? I'll run or walk 1 mile today. And then the
Yes.
following week, I'll walk 2. So setting down some realistic actions that you can take to help you meet your goal is going to be the key. You know, what behaviors, what things are you willing to change realistically, super realistically? So I recommend people sit down for like 30 minutes, go through your why, go through those realistic changes you could possibly make, and then take some actions. To this week I'm going to do this week I'm going to do that week I'm going to do that, to help you get to those goals.
Amy, I've even heard women, women who are really struggling with getting active, simply start by putting their sneakers by the, right by the door. And then when they get up, okay, it's sometimes it's even really small steps. It's not even being active on that day, but it's just moving themselves towards that. And sometimes I think that can be very effective because it also trains the brain. It creates a new reality. Right. It becomes, I am the person who gets up in the morning and works out, or I am the person that I am is I love to exercise. And you can also, what I'm learning from the brain, and look, I am not a psychologist, but I do love neuroscience. And one of the things is that you can really affirm, I'm a fit and healthy woman who can do all I want to do today, and even if it's not your reality, even if you still have weight to lose and you're completely unfit, it's amazing how the brain will start to go, oh, there's a new thing. But just do bear in mind, it's going to feel really uncomfortable for a while.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's going to be the big part to get over. And I think, and then going full circle, because you just said that it's going to be uncomfortable and there are going to be days when you're going to want to get up, but having that why is what's going to keep you going, because it is so easy to just kick back and do nothing. It's definitely the path of least resistance, and it's not easy to take action and work hard. It's not. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, you just get up and do this every day. No, there's going to be bad days, there's going to be good days, and having that why that can keep you motivated. And there are a bunch of other things too. Once you get your why and you think, oh my gosh, you talked about having your sneakers by the door. Having a friend, an accountability buddy that you can work out with, that can hold you accountable, is a great way to stay motivated. Putting your statement out there, I'm going to be able to walk this 5K in 3 months. Who's going to join me? And just getting some community involved really helps. I've seen that really help. If you want to spend some money, hire a personal trainer. That's another accountability. For my business, I have a business coach that helps me with my business and just keeping me motivated and going. Once you got that why, you still have to find those other steps. Putting your shoes out, putting your weights out, having your plan, putting it in your calendar. Like, I'm going to do this 30-minute workout, 30-minute walk, 30-minute run, 30-minute hike on Monday at 9 o'clock, and keep it and treat it as important as a doctor's appointment for yourself.
Yeah. Amy, do you find that for many women, especially when they fall off the wagon of the workout cycle, or they haven't done it for a while, or they never really have gotten into it, it's been fits and starts, that there's a sense of shame around that?
Yeah, definitely. And to be honest, I think the older we get, I think, to me, I've noticed that it's easier to just say, oh, I'm old. Why try? Do you know what I mean? I think I've seen that behavior. I've felt that behavior where we loved that we're over 50. We love that we're getting older, but sometimes we do give ourselves permission to just let things go, because why bother? And then we get into that, okay, I'm so bad. I'm too embarrassed to do anymore. I'm so disappointed in myself. Yeah, I've seen that a lot, and that's a tough one to get over. I just met with a one-on-one client this morning who has back problems. So injury can also cause that shame. It'll keep you from doing what you think you need to do, and then you just feel so shameful that you can't do it, that you just give up altogether.
Yeah, and I think that's really sad, because I think as women also, sorry, I live in New York City, guys, so sometimes there's just going to be noise. I don't know if you could hear that, but it's like a loud truck.
I couldn't even hear it from my end.
Oh, good. Loud truck noises outside. Yeah. So I think it's really sad, because what it can do is start the cycle of shame, and then it stops us from doing anything. And I think as women, Amy, we're very hard on ourselves.
Oh,
We think we either have to be completely fit and in our perfect size,
yeah.
or the opposite. We often think so in extremes, but what about somewhere in the middle? And I think also as we get older, I have definitely experienced also, like, so I live in New York City and we are out of COVID now. We're able to walk around, but it's taking me a while. I mean, my diet didn't change, like you said in the beginning of the workout. Nothing changed except that I was stuck in my apartment for most of the time and sitting at my desk. And it is taking a while for me to get to where I feel like I'm slowly starting to get my body back. And that's just the way it is. And I find what I'm also finding, Amy, which is so interesting, the more I obsess about it, and I'll be honest, I have obsessed about it. The more I obsess about it, the more it doesn't go away. It seems to stay. The
Oh
more
my
I'm just
goodness.
like, okay, it is what it is. It's all right. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Keep doing my walks in the morning, keep doing my yoga and my dance classes, and move my body for the fun of moving my body, drinking water because it's flushing my system and I'm loving the hydration, doing that from a place of joy rather than I must drink the water, I must get my I
Yeah.
must get myself. It's such a different space. And I'm finding then my body just like comes along with me.
No,
Much easier.
I know. And I wish we could all, I wish I could just take everybody and look at it. And a consistency over perfection is the key, is
Mm,
just taking those little steps and getting, you just, you've had a point of we're so hard on ourselves and trying to get out of that. I'm listening to a podcast by Michael Singer. Uh-oh, my cat's coming in here, Tracy.
oh, that's okay.
um,
I have one on my lap and one over there.
she's got the worst meow.
That's
But
okay.
he talks about getting out of our thoughts. Our thoughts are what hold us back half the time, because our thoughts pull us in the direction where our bodies don't need to go. They're just, our thoughts are, we think that we're hard on ourselves. Our thoughts are even harder on ourselves. That, I didn't get that workout in today. I'm a loser. God, I might as well just give up altogether. One workout. Or my gosh,
Mm,
I gave into that pizza last night. Gosh darn it, it's over. Forget about it. And we have got to learn how to let it. This guy, Michael Singer, talks about just letting it go, like Frozen
yeah.
song. And
Yeah.
it's not easy. I don't want to, and it takes some time. But with us, women over 50, over 40, over 60, over 70, supporting each other and helping lift us up, instead of pushing us down, would be, it's perfect that you're hosting this sort of inspirational show.
Yeah. Amy, I want to talk about a little bit about exactly what you said, because it's very powerful. That
Mhm.
thing of when we fail, we go down this whole rabbit hole of, oh, I've lost, oh, I may as well give up. I'm such a loser. That's actually our reptilian brain. So there's this part of our brain. I'm not going to go into the geeky part of it, but there is, and many people call it the reptilian brain or the lizard brain. It's a very primal part of our brain. And what it does is it keeps us us. It basically doesn't want you to do anything different to what you've been doing for years and years and years. And it's the fight or flight. It's very primal. It doesn't understand reason. So when you decide you want to forgo the pizza and start eating more salad, or you want to work out more often, or you want to do that reptilian brain is going to go, oh no, you won't, because that's not you. See, it
Yeah.
comes from a place of identity. And that's why I was saying, not only does the exercise feel uncomfortable in the beginning, because it is going to feel uncomfortable, but it is also the internal stuff that's happening that's going to feel uncomfortable for a while. And eventually, but we can change that through repetition. So
Yeah.
eventually, once you keep saying, oh no, that's not me anymore. So this is one of the things, oh no, that's not me anymore. I don't need to sit at my desk for so long. I'm the kind of person who takes breaks every hour and stands up and moves around. Puts
Yeah.
on some 80s music and do some dancing.
Oh
I
my God,
think I'm
perfect.
gonna do that. I'm inspired to do. You've inspired me, Amy, to do that. Like your little work. I'm gonna put on some 80s music and go back to this episode and do some some 5-minute workouts throughout the day. I mean, I'll get my workouts done no problem if I
I
do that
know.
every hour.
Yeah, I call it exercise snacking. You can get a whole 60-minute workout done throughout the day, and it is
Incredible.
not against the rules to do that.
Yeah.
You do not have to do that hour-long sweaty workout. You can do little bouts all day long, and
Yeah.
that is legal. That is encouraged.
Yeah. So I think this is so amazing because we can decide that we are going to be healthy people. And I think, Amy, I would love for you to talk just as we end off a little bit about why it's so important, especially as we get older,
Oh,
to really take care of our health. And I know, in the next episode, we're going to talk about the different kinds of formula that you need for fitness as a woman over 50, which is going to be such a good episode. So make sure to catch that next week. But
yeah.
it's so important for us to really, even if we're starting out now, it's never too late to start, but it's really important.
Well, the biggest thing is for me personally, I don't want to need help getting off the pot when I'm 80. I want to maintain my independence. It used to be about the tank top arms. It still is a little bit, right? It used to be about the
It's
flat
okay.
belly. But seriously, everybody that's watching this, you need to think about long term. And to me, that was like a light switch for me as far as why am I exercising. And it felt so much better. The exercising to look better felt more like punishment because I would do it after eating a pizza. I'd go exercise for an hour. Oh shoot, sorry about that.
That's
Um,
okay.
hold on one sec.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Life happens
This
to
is
me
life,
in San
Amy. This is
Diego.
life.
Um, the Now what was my train of thought? Oh, so when I'm exercising now to make my body the best it can be, it comes from a happier place as far instead of a punishment place. So yes, as we get older, and so many people do have injuries, they'll hurt shoulders, hips, low back, knees. It happens. If you were an avid athlete, you might have an injury, but you've got to think about how you can work around that and keep moving so you can keep being the best you can be, enjoying life, I call it be healthy enough to enjoy, your grandkids. As you grow older, being able to go to travel, to walk around Central Park, just being able to do the things you love to do, and think of exercise as that stepping stone to be able to do that, as opposed to beating yourself up because of bad behavior. So
Yeah, I love that, Amy. That is so good.
yeah.
So for those people who do want some more information about what you do, we actually have that information on tracygoldshow.com/shop. I will put the address in the video so you'll be able to see that, as well as in the description of this video. And I highly recommend, there's a whole bunch of information because, Amy, you do some incredible programs. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about those?
Yes, I have a whole online exercise platform where, as of today, I have 190 workout videos
Woo!
I know and I have two more that I edited one. I have one more that are coming up in September. I upload new content every month, but my content is designed around the over 50 fitness formula that I learned from my teacher, Deborah Atkinson, about the best way to exercise over 50. So it's all about low impact cardio to keep the heart pumping, strength training, because we'll talk next time about that one, and the core and the posture and the balance. And so I have all sorts of workout videos around there. And I also have quite a few modifications. I just released a whole video series for people that have injured shoulders, which for some reason that plagued me last month. I get these little nudges from my angels. You talked about how
Mm.
God comes down. So my angels tell me sometimes. And right now, it's interesting that I'm working on how to keep your lungs healthy with COVID. And I've had two members that have been diagnosed with lung cancer. And this one
Wow.
COVID, and she wants to learn how to breathe better. So I'm working on a video to do that. So I get nudges, and I create workout videos for the people that follow me or the members of our community.
That's incredible. Yeah. And you've got different packages according to how long you want to go on, and you have a free trial as well. So
yes, 7-day free trial. You can try everything, all 190. I keep it pretty simple. You can try monthly, you can save some money and go 6 months, or you can go a whole year and save even more money.
yes.
And I also have some little tidbits out there too, that I give away some free things if you want. I
Yeah.
also have that free motivation statement guide where you can create your own motivation statement. So if you want
Amazing.
that.
And then also, ladies, if you go to tracygoldshow.com/shop and you click on any of the links there, then and use the code Tracy, you will actually get 15% off, which is phenomenal. So you get your free trial plus you get a 15% off. So definitely go and check that out. And again, I'll put the link up on the screen, as well as it's not a clickable link, guys, but it's just the address. And then also in the description of the video, you'll be able to see it. So Amy, thank you so much. And I really look forward to doing our next session with you, because this is going to be so much fun. And we're doing a 4-part series, guys. So definitely stay tuned. We're going to do 1 episode a week and get you nice and fit and healthy and knowing your why. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.